Well, so far, this so-called winter storm has given us mostly rain. As we take a look at live Pinpoint Doppler 12, you can see the green continues to fill in across southern New England. Some reports of very heavy rain earlier this evening. You can see the specks of yellow and red representing that heavier rain that is now pushing off towards Boston. So you're probably wondering, where is the snow? Well, you can see it's right here in Worcester, Massachusetts, represented by the purple and the blue. That cold air having a tough time pushing down into Rhode Island. That's why we've stayed with mostly rain. Nonetheless, a winter weather advisory in effect until 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. This is for northwestern Rhode Island only. It does not include the Providence metro area. As we change over to a wintry mix, we may see some slick roads up here in this part of Rhode Island. Our weather headlines break down like this. It's mostly rain tonight. Some mixing is possible very early tomorrow morning, and we do have to be aware of the potential for some slick roads possible in the northwestern part of the state. Light rain continues to fall in the capital city. Temperature is 38 degrees. Those winds out of the northeast at 13 miles an hour. Kelly Cooper in Westport, she saw some steady rain earlier. It continues for her now. A temperature of 38. She's picked up just under half an inch of rain. And Brian in Middletown picking up a little bit more in the rain department, over half an inch already. His temperature is at 40 degrees. Now I want to show you something very interesting. 36 degrees right now in Smithfield, 32 in Worcester, and the so-called 4 degrees of separation makes all the difference in the world. We have light snow in Worcester. In fact, some of that heavy over the past hour falling, but no snow in Smithfield. It's been all rain. Eventually, this cold air will try to press down and change at least some parts of our forecast area over to snow. You can see the blue represents the snow, the green represents the rain. More rain will trickle in during the overnight hours. Now, the cold air is having a tough time making it down, like I just said, but eventually a chunk of the cold air will make it through. We're not going to get the whole thing, but at least a piece of it will give us a chance of changing over to a little bit of wet snow and sleet by tomorrow morning. Here's how we're going to grab the cold air. Center of low pressure right now just offshore from New Jersey. That moves off to the northeast, grabs onto some of this cold air, and by dawn tomorrow, say 8 or 9 o'clock in the morning, we have a chance of seeing a little bit of wet snow here in the capital city. A better chance in the northwestern part of the state. Overnight, it's still mostly rain. Some mixing is possible in northwestern Rhode Island. Quite windy with a temperature right around 32 degrees or so. By tomorrow, 6 o'clock in the morning, we'll see a chance of some rain and snow. Very little in the way of accumulation expected here in the capital city. By 8 o'clock in the morning, we're just down to rain and snow showers. And by noontime, most of the rain-snow action confined to eastern Massachusetts. In terms of accumulations, well, if you've been watching me this weekend, which I hope you have, I've actually tuned down these accumulations a little bit. Most of us just seeing rain and sleet. I mean, maybe a slushy inch or two of accumulation on the grassy surfaces, but not too much piling up on the roads. Northwestern Rhode Island could see between 1 and 3 inches of snow, and this is basically the area of that winter weather advisory. 3 to 8 inches northwest of the Massachusetts Turnpike. Some of these ski resorts in New Hampshire will be loving this storm. Impacts break down like this. Some localized flooding is possible tonight through tomorrow morning. Some slick roads could greet some of you trying to get to work tomorrow morning, those of you unlucky enough to have to work, and strong winds are possible, leading to the potential of a few power outages. 7-day Futurecast shows some light snow possible Tuesday and Wednesday. Thursday and Friday look nice, highs in the upper 30s, chance of some rain and snow on Sunday. So Alex will have mostly rain to deal with tonight, some mixing especially north and west of Providence into tomorrow morning.
The cold rain is the worst.
The cold rain is worse than the snow, I agree with you.
Coming up next on Eyewitness News.